Hello everyone. Welcome back to the QQQ vs QLD Challenge channel. It's the evening of January 10th, 2025, and I'm excited to share our monthly update. Let's dive into how QQQ and QLD have performed recently and explore the broader market trends shaping our strategy. Since our last update, QQQ reached a new all-time high of $539 on December 16, 2024. However, it experienced some volatility, dropping to the SMA 50 purple line on December 20th before rebounding to $531 on December 26th. More recently, QQQ tested the SMA 50 line twice, on January 2nd and again today, January 10th. Currently, QQQ is trading around $507, slightly below the SMA 50 line. This sets up three potential scenarios: a rebound above the SMA 50 line, a drop to the SMA 200 green line followed by a rebound, or, less likely, a fall below the SMA 200 line. Given the ongoing upward trend, I don't expect QQQ to break below the SMA 200 line. As we've discussed in previous videos, the March 2023 Golden Cross, where the SMA 50 line crossed above the SMA 200 line, marked the start of a strong uptrend for QQQ. This Golden Cross has proven to be a reliable bullish signal, with QQQ repeatedly finding support near the SMA 200 line. Each time QQQ dipped toward this level, it rebounded, confirming the strength of the uptrend. To add more context, let's introduce the SMA 100 black line, which lies between the SMA 50 and SMA 200 lines. Since the Golden Cross, QQQ has consistently rebounded near one of these three lines. For instance, on April 25, 2023, it bounced back above the SMA 50 purple line. On August 21, 2023, it rebounded above the SMA 100 black line. During September and October of 2023, it briefly dipped below the SMA 100 black line but managed to recover. By October 27, 2023, it had rebounded above the SMA 200 green line. Over the next 6 months, through April 2024, QQQ stayed above the SMA 50 purple line. In April 2024, it dipped below the SMA 50 purple line but found support and rebounded near the SMA 100 black line. After hitting an all-time high in July 2024, QQQ dropped to the SMA 200 green line on August 2nd and again on September 6, 2024. Since September 12, 2024, it has remained above the SMA 50 purple line, consistently rebounding from it until today. Now that QQQ has dipped below the SMA 50 purple line, I see this as a good opportunity to buy. I would consider buying near the SMA 100 black line and increasing my purchases near the SMA 200 green line. Since the March 2023 Golden Cross, this upward trend has offered 1. Good buying opportunities, when touching the SMA 50 purple line, approximately 8 to 9 times a year. 2. Better buying opportunities, when hitting the SMA 100 black line, around 3 times a year, and 3. Best buying opportunities, when touching the SMA 200 green line, about once a year. It's also wise to keep some cash reserved, as there's always the possibility of QQQ dipping below the SMA 200 green line. This situation occurred in January 2022, when QQQ experienced a prolonged decline, dropping consistently over the next 12 months until January 2023. Having cash on hand allows for flexibility to take advantage of such rare, deeply discounted opportunities. Let's look at today's market activity. The article discusses a significant sell-off in the stock market following an unexpected jobs report and rising inflation concerns. The Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq all recorded notable declines as investors responded to the latest economic indicators. The unexpected jobs report revealed stronger than anticipated employment numbers, which sparked fears that the Federal Reserve might continue its aggressive stance on interest rate hikes to combat inflation. This, in turn, led to worries about the potential negative impact on economic growth. Moreover, renewed concerns about inflation have added to the market's volatility. Investors are closely watching the Federal Reserve's next moves, as persistent inflation could lead to further tightening of monetary policy, potentially slowing down economic activity and affecting corporate profits. Overall, the combination of a robust jobs report and persistent inflation fears has created uncertainty in the stock market, leading to a sell-off across major indices. Now, let's talk about our QQQ and QLD investments. For QQQ, we've invested a total of $3,300 so far, with a total return of about 7%, or a $250 gain. Our average cost per share is around $471. On December 30th, I added 0.195 shares at $512, and I received a dividend of $5.69 on December 31st. For QLD, we've also invested $3,300, but the returns here are stronger at 11%, equating to a $370 gain. Our average cost per share is $95. On December 30th, shortly after buying QQQ, I purchased 0.917 shares of QLD at $109, and I received a dividend of $2.07 on December 31st. These results highlight the leveraged nature of QLD, which aims to double QQQ's performance. Since May 2024, we've maintained our commitment to investing $100 or more into each ETF every month, a disciplined approach we plan to continue for the next 30+ years. As always, our core principles guide our strategy. 1. Consistent monthly investment. We invest $100 into both QQQ and QLD every month, no matter the market conditions. 2. Dollar cost averaging, DCA. By investing consistently, we smooth out market volatility and build our portfolios steadily. 3. No sales. We're holding all shares for the long term, avoiding short-term market noise and focusing on compounding growth. 4. No margin trading. We invest only with our own money, ensuring a safe and sustainable approach. As we move forward, it's essential to remain disciplined and patient. The market's short-term movements can be unpredictable, but our long-term commitment to this challenge positions us well for future growth. That's it for this month's update. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments. Remember, this channel is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor. Always tailor your investments to your unique goals and risk tolerance. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next month. Happy investing!